Mr. Leon Perera, you can take your two cards together.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. First cut on foreign interference. Madam Chairperson, in some of our laws, the government has sweeping powers over many activities. In the MHA Minister's FICA roundup speech, he said, if the CPIB hypothetically wants to investigate the PM, there is a higher authority they report to. I would like to return to one question I raised during that debate, which is who checks the checkers, and specifically in relation to foreign interference. The world is changing, and geopolitical tensions are ratcheting up to levels that have not been seen in recent memory. Ministers, including the Home Affairs Minister and Prime Minister himself, would be extremely high-value targets for foreign interference, particularly given what some might say is Singapore's significant role in ASEAN. I would like to ask MHA what is the nature of the institutional check on senior ministers in respect to foreign interference? Does it reside with the CPIB, which is what the MHA minister's reply suggested? If so, does the CPIB proactively assess risks of FI against ministers, or does it act only reactively if complaints are lodged? Are there officers in the CPIB with the necessary skills and expertise to investigate possible foreign interference? I'd like to reiterate calls for an ombudsman to provide independent oversight, similar to that in countries like New Zealand. The Office of an Ombudsman would create investigative resources behind a legitimate institutional check that would be seen to be legitimate. In the current climate, there is more of a need for this. Second cut on extrajudicial caning in prisons. Madam Chairperson, I recently filed a PQ on the use of extrajudicial caning to punish aggravated or major prison offences. While I accept that there is a need for in-prison disincentives against dangerous behaviours, in my opinion, there is too little independent oversight in this process. The Institutional Discipline Advisory Committee reviews the recommended strokes. The Commission also reviews the findings and has the authority to vary punishments. However, the process starts and ends with the SPS, which investigates presses charges and recommends punishment. Can reform with the judicial element be studied so we have a greater oversight mechanism? This is important in respect of caning, which is a harsh punishment. On caning, lastly, according to one published account, there is a practice that sometimes happens of requiring inmates to thank the prison staff after being caned. I am not alleging that this is the case, but I would like to ask the government if this is a current practice, and if so, would the government consider stopping it, as it is unnecessary and seems of questionable rehabilitative value, to put it mildly.